changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. In motion, Patterson. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Carr going to throw. But he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Slot man moves right. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. they were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down, Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bradford now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bradford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
Final play of the... Now a hit and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Bradford, and his throw here's incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Bradford on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This will be caught just inside the 10. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bradford again.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as much.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cordero Patterson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower. Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 65 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Perry Riley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back near the goal line, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On third down, Bradford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. and quickly they get to the line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Shipped together here from the D-line. They go with Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Roberts the man in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. 2nd down, Bradford. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd and long for Bradford. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now Bradford. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So 2nd and 10 here. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bradford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
3rd down. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it. From the 15-yard line, what are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And out now come the Vikings. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Perry Riley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Bradford on second down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
Here we go.
Bradford going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Murray, the lone setback.
Watch quit. We ready? Wide. We go rally. Stick guard. Check stick guard. Hey, we go rally. Ready? Wide and yank.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 yards there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
They go play action here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Hey, we go rally. Rally.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Carr to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got time. Open man is Holmes. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And the back goes into motion. Now Carr, got to have this one. Here's Wolford over the middle. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
And look out. I think he's going to go past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will not add 2 more to the final score. Doesn't matter. This one's over. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.